"250 million years of evolution have produced this, a giant, super efficient reptile, 100 times more powerful than a human being. It's the Nile crocodile, and it's one of the last big predators of humans left on the planet. Until recently, diving with these dangerous creatures was considered impossible. But as with any predator, it's how you engage them that's the key. And I'm about to put my belief to the test. I've decided to take a calculated risk. I'm going to attempt what no one has done before. I want to dive with feasting crocodiles. Can I approach them without being attacked? Will they see me as a fellow predator or as potential prey? Can I survive within their feeding hierarchy? I'm taking a big risk, and I think people understand that. And I don't think it would reflect poorly on a crocodile if it eats me. People expect that to happen. My name is Roger Horrocks. For the last 5 years, I've traveled Botswana's Okavango Delta, finding out more about these prehistoric predators. I've joined them underwater and discovered they are not just simplistic, ruthless killers. They are capable of now I want to test their ultimate acceptance by diving while they are feeding. The idea of diving with feeding crocs first crept into my mind when I traveled from my African home to Costa Rica in Central America. I'd gone there to find Chito Graham, the extraordinary crocodile shaman of Limon. 23 years ago, Chito found a sick and dying crocodile that had been shot by farmers. Slowly he nurtured this animal back to health, taking many years to slowly gain the animal's trust. He showed me something I never thought possible with crocodiles. Chito is the only person in the world to get in the water and interact with a giant croc. He's even developed a game with the crocodile that mimics some of its instinctive killing techniques, like the death roll. When I saw this level of acceptance by this animal, this unexpected intelligence, I started to think that if I behaved in the right way, I too could have a chance of being accepted in the water. As I watched this man and this predator together, it forced me to rethink crocodile nature, and the seed was sown to set out on my quest. To attempt to dive, many think will be suicide. What particularly intrigued me was that somehow the croc can tell the difference between the food Chito gives him and Chito's hands. But I also know that crocs can feel if I'm full of fear or filled with confidence. To come out of this alive, I will need to prepare my mind very carefully. Chito has worked at putting fear behind him, and this crocodile's ability to pick up on his confidence just strengthened my desire to attempt to dive with feeding crocodiles. Every winter I return to my old diving ground, the Okavango Delta in southern Africa. In this swamp live some of the biggest and most aggressive crocodiles in the world. It's June, when the great flood brings the clear water. All my primal senses start to come alive as I prepare my mind and my body. Over and over, I'm at the feast, calm, unharmed. Even though I've worked with these animals for 5 years, I'm still very wary. Some of these beasts have eaten many people and are a huge threat to livestock. Aggression to avoid injuring each other. This huge male is very aggressive and not an ideal diving partner. But I'm hoping that this behavior may shift when he is with multiple animals and can smell food. To really understand the dynamics and to see the way that these animals interact, you really need to go underwater, because that's really where it's all happening. Certainly up here in the Panhandle. You've got these massive sort of the big river systems, and then you've got these different areas of hard land, softer land, papyrus, and of course these cave systems that these animals create, and of course the current creates as they move through it. And that's the fascinating part that for me remains pretty much unexplored. Greg Thompson is the top guide in this area. He has grown up with crocodiles, seen several animals and people being taken. I rely on his judgment to keep me alive, but this is new territory. Nobody has tried to dive with feeding crocodiles. How do you think those crocodiles, will respond given that, they probably have to defend that prey against other crocodiles who will pick up the scent?
That, I think, is going to be one of the unknowns. To be honest, I'm not 100% certain how they're going to react with something that's threatening their food. Certainly with other predators, they're very, very defensive around their food, around their prey species, something that they've killed. And crocodiles might very well be the same. Certainly a big aggressive male, at this time of the year, if he has got a meal, if he is hungry, I do believe he is going to defend it and be aggressive to anything that comes into that area, something that he thinks might be stealing his food. As human beings, we've just, we've evolved together with crocodiles, and we've evolved as one of their prey species. Human beings tend to settle near water. They need water for drinking, for washing, for all their sort of daily activities. So you're always going to have people close to their environment. And that's why I think crocodiles over time have learned that people are food. They're in their sort of size range. They're in their sort of strike zone, if you will. So they're very much a part of a crocodile's diet. He sees people as something that he can eat.
Greg takes me to a nearby village close to the river. Here, two women, a mother and a daughter, had a terrifying encounter with a crocodile while collecting food and building material for their huts. Resi Sashuma lost both her arms. She has a young child to look after. Mother and daughter now live by weaving baskets with only one arm between them, somehow surviving against impossible odds. The croc that attacked them was only about 2 meters long, but very powerful. The woman's scars are a constant reminder to the rest of the village of the crocodile threat. Their horrific story haunts me. Despite their loss, they have no wish to kill the crocodile. Somehow they accept this tragedy as part of living here. I wonder if only certain crocodiles attack people. I know that some crocodiles are more aggressive than others. Their personalities differ quite considerably. But there was only one way to find out. I go in search of the crocodile that attacked the woman. It's a short boat ride to the area where the women were attacked. Crocodiles are territorial and so very likely to be in the same place. The crocodile would have probably watched the woman for a few days before planning his attack. This is their nature. As I kit up, I have this strange feeling going in the water with this crocodile. I feel so sorry for the woman, and yet no ill feeling towards this animal, which was just responding to the splashes and noises of its prey.